Hello! Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Ashley Rhianne, and this is going to be a quick 10-minute Pilates for belly dance video, just working on some core essentials. And this video is a thank you to all of you for joining my mailing list. It means so much to me that you're with me today and that you've joined my mailing list to stay up to date with all of my information and my news. So, if you're new to Pilates, please feel free to use this as a reference video. You can come back to it as many times as you like. We're going to be working on some core exercises. We're going to be working on a little bit of strengthening and lengthening, and we're going to package that all in about 10 minutes. So, just stay with it. As with anything, please just go at your own pace. Always remember that this is your practice, it's your body. So please just use this video as best as you can, and you can just return to it to repeat things, and you can use this in your daily practice as well if you are doing anything outside of dance for conditioning. So we're just going to start laying on our backs, and we're going to have our feet about sit bone distance apart. One of the core Pilates principles is breathing, and so I just want you just to really settle into the ground. Feel all 10 toes pressing into the floor. Feel that heel bone gently pressing into the floor. And then coming up into the pelvis, we want to really feel the floor supporting the pelvis. Have a really heavy tailbone. Really feel the sides of those hips just really resting on the ground. And we're going to come into what's called a neutral spine, which is the position of your spine when you're standing. And so it's just going to have a little tiny space between your back and the floor. If you don't have a natural space, don't try to force it by arching. Just kind of wiggle your hips around, and our bodies are all designed differently, so neutral spine will look different on every single person. The most important thing to note here is that we're not actively pressing our lower back into the floor. That is what we call an imprint, so our neutral spine is the opposite to that. I want you to feel those back ribs on the floor, feel the top ribs really sinking into those bottom ribs, and have that nice long open chest, heavy sternum, long collarbone. The neck is going to be lifting out of the top vertebra, so it's nice and long, and we like to try to angle our eyes so that they're kind of looking on a diagonal, typically where the ceiling would meet the wall, just so that you always can encourage that kind of length from the neck. We want to have a very gentle chin tuck, and so when we tuck the chin, we're not drawing the chin down to our chest. Rather, we want to almost just think about lengthening it slightly on the mat, creating almost like a double chin. And let's just have our hands on our ribs to start. Let's have our fingertips right on the tops of those ribs, the hands just wrapping around the sides of the ribs, and then just feeling those ribs on the floor. We're going to take a nice full deep breath in, breathing into our front ribs, side ribs, back ribs. Allow the belly to rise. And exhale. We're going to breathe in through our nose and blow out through our lips, through pursed lips. So it's like you're breathing out a birthday candle. As you're breathing in through the nose and blowing out through those pursed lips, I want you to start to really tap into the pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor is going to draw away from you as you deep breath in. And on your exhale, I want you to really think about gathering your pelvic floor and drawing it up and in like a tissue coming out of the box. On the inhale, you feel the diaphragm and the pelvic floor is going to lengthen towards those heels. And on the exhale, gently draw together and up. Good, one more deep breath in. And exhale. Tapping into your pelvic floor can be slightly difficult, especially if you've had a child or if you know that you've got a weak pelvic floor. So you can also really work that if you're sitting cross-legged, or even just coming into kind of a forward fold in seated. And then just picturing that pelvic floor gathering up and in, and it's really like that sensation of like a tissue coming out of the box. We're going to have our hands onto our hip bones. We're going to work in and out of neutral and imprint here. So let's have the fingertips pointing down to our pubic bone. Heels of the hands are on those hip bones. Again, just being nice and stable in the upper chest, nice long neck. And from here, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, I want you to gather your lower abdominals. I want you to gently press and extend that tailbone on the ground. So we want to almost think about lengthening those sit bones towards those heels as we tip that pelvis slightly towards our nose. So now we're really feeling that pressure in that lower back. It's really gentle, but it's also really long. So the energy is always going towards those heels. Our lower abdominals are contracted. In this position, your pubic bone should be higher than those hips. If you take your fingers, you can just gently press into your lower belly and you can feel that those abdominals are contracted. On the inhale, leading with the pubic bone, we're going to come into a slightly exaggerated arch, nothing crazy. So we're going to just slowly pull those sit bones slightly back. And on the exhale, again, leading with those sit bones, we're going to extend that tailbone and we're going to come into that nice imprinted position. Inhale to release and exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale here and exhale. And last time, deep breath in and exhale. And let's come back into neutral. We're going to extend our arms over our head, palms facing in, feeling the arm bones really sitting into the shoulder socket, making sure you feel connected with those back ribs. Now from here, we're going to take a nice deep breath in, leading from the scapula. We want to wrap the scapula around the sides of the body as we try to touch the ceiling with those fingers. And on the exhale, just let everything settle. And deep breath in to reach all the way up. And exhale back to neutral. One more time. We're just mobilizing the scapula. Inhale to stretch. And exhale to return. Beautiful. Keeping those ribs drawing together to activate the upper abdominals slightly. We're going to start by sliding the shoulder blades down the back to open the front line of the chest. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, deep breath in. So we're coming into scapular retraction here. And exhale, lovely. Inhale to try to touch the ceiling. And now exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back to open the front line of that chest. Inhale to open. Reach all the way up. Open through that back. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Last time. Deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. And have everything come back right back down. We're going to have the hands just by the hips, and we're going to do a little bit of an articulated bridge. So let's come back into our neutral spine. We're going to just press the hands on the floor. We're looking again at that ceiling and that wall crease. Knit those ribs together. Make sure that those knees are not falling in. We want to keep them in line with the hip bones. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to lengthen that tailbone, scoop through that pubic bone. Keep tilting that pubic bone up towards the nose, contracting those lower abdominals as we press into those feet, and we're going to roll up. We're going to really draw those ribs together to make sure that those ribs do not pop upwards. A little bit of pressure in the hands just to make sure that we're nice and stabilized to that back body. Take a nice deep breath in here. Now on the exhale, starting with that breastbone, we're going to sink the upper back first. So we're going to keep putting each vertebra starting at that upper spine, laying all the way down. Keep stretching through that imprinted hips and then come right back into our neutral. Inhale to prepare. Scoop through the belly. Lengthen those tailbones towards those heels. Then we're going to keep scooping through that pelvis, pressing through the feet. And we're going to roll all the way up, articulating vertebra by vertebra off of the mat, pressing into those hands. Hold it here. Take a nice full deep breath in. Again, starting with the upper back, we're going to gently place each vertebra down one at a time. And right back into neutral. Lovely. And last time, deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to roll all the way up. We're going to hold it here. Take a nice full deep breath in. And exhale, lowering all the way back down. Lovely. Coming back into our neutral position. From here, we're going to engage those lower glutes, the upper hamstrings. Press into the floor. We're just going to press the hips up. Now we're going to fold at the hips. Just to hover, press it up. Fold and press. And fold and press. Fold and press. fold and press, fold and press, fold and press. 3 more for 3 and press, 2 and press. Last time, 1. Hold it up. Little pulses for 8, for 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Right heel up, right heel down. Left heel up, left heel down. So we're going to spread all 10 toes. We're really focusing on moving right from those hamstrings, lifting up, engaging those lower glutes by scooping through the front body, and we're just lifting each heel up one at a time, and up and down, up and down, and up together. And 8, press, 7, press, 6, press, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a nice full deep breath in and bring those hips all the way back down. Let's draw those knees into chest. Beautiful job. Just rock side to side. Release through the neck. Lovely. We're going to go into some abdominal work here. So when you're ready, let's just have our hands come right back down by our side. We're going to go into our toe taps, which is one of my favorite exercises for activating the entire abdominal line. So we're going to stay in a nice neutral hips here, unless you have some instability in your lower back that you want to have that imprinted spine. So making sure we draw those upper ribs together to activate the upper abdominals. And we're going to just lift. We're going to always work right from the hip crease. Nothing's happening at the knees. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to lift that right leg up and exhale. So we're going to put toe, ball, and heel. Left leg comes up. Again, moving right from that hip crease, and toe, ball, heel. Right leg up and down, and left leg up and down. Right leg up and down, left leg up. So when we're moving, we want to really focus on those lower abdominal muscles, pulling that leg all the way up, and then it's extending as it places it back down. Your pelvis is staying super stable because of the lower abdominal connection. Lovely. And last time, we're going to inhale, bring right leg up, exhale, left leg comes up. Let's draw those knees together. We're going to work from this position. We're going to now toe tap. Right toe down and up. Left toe down, exhale up. Inhale to tap, exhale to lift. Tapping in with those upper abdominals. Last time. We're going to flex those feet, spread those toes, hinging at the hips. Touch that right heel down and up, left heel down and up, and right, and up, and left. 2 more. Last time. If you want an additional challenge, you can always draw those ribs towards those hips, have that heavy head in your hands, and work in this position here for these exercises. It's going to make it a little bit more challenging. Again, making sure that we're not closing that line with the chest and the neck. We always want to keep that nice little chin tuck. So put a little bit of pressure into the back of the neck, right into the hands, just to make sure that you've got that really nice long neck. Let's flex the feet. If you're working in level 1, please feel free. We're just doing alternating here. This doesn't take very long to kick in, so lovely. And let's do one more after this. Last time. Beautiful. And coming up, laying all the way back down. Let's rock side to side. We're going to come onto our side. We're going to just bring our knees together. You can, if you have a small little pillow or if you have a Pilates ball, you can place this underneath your neck. If not, you can just make sure that you've got a really nice long neck here. Don't lie on top of the shoulder. So we're going to come onto that side lying position with the bottom arm nice and straight. The knees can be kind of wherever you like them. They can be at a 90 degrees angle. They can be a little bit further away, totally up to you. We're just going to do some upper back rotation here. So we're going to bring our top hand over, and you might need to just find that you need to shift yourself a little bit to kind of bring both hands to meet. Okay? So you're going to take a nice deep breath in here, pull the belly in, and on the exhale, we're going to open the top hand. Our eyes are going to follow the fingers as we rotate through the upper trunk. Keep everything in the front body nice and connected, and we're going to extend the arm to the back. We're going to draw the shoulder blade down, and we're going to stretch with that front arm. Take a nice deep breath in here. And on the exhale, pulling in with the belly, and we're going to rotate up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Draw the belly button into spine, feeling your chest unfurling away from those hips as we extend through that left arm. We're going to reach with the right. We're looking towards the left. We're going to hold it here. Take a nice full deep breath in. And on the exhale. Lovely. Let's do one more. Deep breath in and exhale. This should feel really nice. If you have a bolster, you can lay the bolster just behind you and so that you get into this really beautiful supported stretch here. Our eyes are always following those fingers. We're going to hold it here. Now we're going to do an active stretch. Reach, reach, reach. Drop the shoulder blade down. Pull the belly button in. Knit those ribs together. Press those legs together for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And gently let's close. Lovely. And let's come on to the other side. Always a really nice exercise to do in the morning. I get a lot of my private clients to do this and report back to me because it really helps release that tension, and it also works on that nice corkscrew sensation of the upper chest and the hips. All right, so getting into that nice position here. Pull the belly button in, close those ribs, pressing to those hands. Inhale. Our eyes follow those fingers. And exhale as we extend. Reach through the right arm, stretch the left arm to the front, pull the belly button in, hold it here. Exhale, we're going to close. Inhale. And exhale. So using our eye in Pilates, our eyes, I should say, in Pilates is super important because it gets a really nice neuromuscular connection here, which really just helps educate the muscles and creates new movement patterns and new neural movements. It's really, pathways should be, it's really important. So it always should be encouraged in Pilates. Inhale as we open. Exhale. Hold and stretch. Inhale here. And exhale. And again, if you have that bolster and you've laid it behind you, we're going to do that really nice kind of release through their upper back. Inhale. And from here, keep that left arm shooting towards the front. We're opening with that right arm. We're going to hold it, stretch. If you're lying on that bolster, open through that whole front line of that body. Pull the belly button in. Knit those ribs. Press those legs together for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rotate all the way to close. Beautiful. We're going to finish with one of my favorite cat and cow exercises, and it's a moving cat and cow. I'm just going to pull my hair up just so that you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to get into an all fours. So making sure that the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips, and they're about shoulder width, or they're about hip width apart, pardon me. Feet are nice and flat, and we're just going to gently draw the belly button in, just slightly. We don't want to have a really tight connection through the abdominal line, but we just want to make sure that we're supporting all the organs. So we're going to draw the inner arms in towards each other as we sit those hips towards those heels. Inhale to stretch it back. And From here, you can walk your arms forward, get a really nice stretch, and then exhale, tuck through the belly, and we're gonna shift that weight forward. I'm cracking all over the place here. Good morning. Inhale to stretch back, pressure in those palms, firing up through those glutes, pull up through the belly button. Exhale to come forward. Micro bend in the elbows. Inhale to sit back. Exhale to press. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, we're going to press back. Now we're going to really round into the upper spine. So we're coming into that cat position. So we're drawing those ribs towards those hips, pulling the belly button in as we come forward and up. Keep rounded. Exhale from here, scooping around. Inhale to round forward. Exhale. And again. Last time. Lovely. And sitting all the way back, coming back into the extended spine. Shine those sit bones to the back wall. Draw the shoulder blades back. Bring your hands right in front of those knees. And we're going to tip the sit bones towards the floor, and we're going to roll up. Lovely. Well, I hope that was a nice little quick body reset for you. And again, you can come back to those moves as many times as you like. You can repeat them, you can extend them, you can add your own personal varieties to them. Again, I want to thank you so much for joining my mailing list. I hope to see you in class soon, and please just stay safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.